the screen so you can see it.
Alright. Hello. Today, because we got so much done yesterday with wire brushing and protecting the rest of the chassis, today we are ready to do a coat on it, aren't we?
Just gonna nice, steady, relaxed there. I'm just gonna paint this one up, and then we'll see where we get to after this.
Play by ear.
Time lapse.
Yeah. Right, so we got all the chassis painted earlier on, so we have now wiped down all these little lockers, and so Carl is now just spraying the inside of the locker doors, and then we're going to go on to the springs, which I had scotched back the other week.
So we've got the springs sprayed. We've got the inside of the military locker door spread as well. So today we've got Mrs. Johnson back on the spray gun. Just to quickly show you where she's got to, these military lockers are just a nice solid black inside and outside. Nothing fancy, it's not the best finish in the world, it's never intended to be. This will be covered with stone chip as well. It was just to give it a nice uniform black base. We've started stone chipping various bits of the chassis, so got most of the front, most of the back quarter done, sorry. And then just started a little bit just on the front. Got some more stone chip on order, so once that's all come, we'll stone chip the rest of it. Once that's stone chipped, we can then start rubbing down things like the axles, the suspension arms. We've got some nice gloss black fiberglass type paint to go on these, which is self-leveling. And then, mummy, comes all the exciting bit, doing the bodywork. What do you think?
Yay! The bit where it all comes together.
4 to 6 days later.
Hello chaps,
And chapesses.
and chapesses. We had all good intentions of when little one went back to school of cracking on and was going to get loads done, but as many of you parents will know, that whenever it's a new term of school, lots of germs get flown around. So I've been laid up in bed for 2 days, still not feeling brilliant, and Mr. Johnson is now coming down with it. He's not feeling himself. So today is going to be a bit more relaxed. I'm today going to remove some silicone off the top of the front wing and sand the wings back, and that'll probably be me for the day. Mr. Johnson, what are you doing today?
I'm going to try and get these back springs swapped out.
Right, here is the silicone that I will be removing. As you can see, once again, if in doubt and you're a Land Rover owner, just silicone it and wait for the next poor bugger to have to remove it. And then I will be sanding all along here today.
Okay, so where we're at now is that I've welded the little patching just behind the spring. Obviously you can see the car supporting the springs off. That's not a spring seat, that is just a paint lid. Mrs. Johnson's currently over here just painting the spring seat in that Corollas, the anti-rust primer. Once this is dried, we'll get them painted black, and obviously I'll just get this bit of the chassis stone chipped, and then to go back in its place we've got our lovely new painted spring. And if I just come down a bit, you can see Our new springs are very slightly longer and obviously a lot more shiny. Okay, so we've not done a lot of filming just because I was conscious of how sketchy all this axle stand business was on these paving slabs. Now you can see now it's got a nice uniform finish all the way across, all the way down, so stone chipped the entire thing. Once all that was painted on the inside, stone chipped, we've got our new painted spring which we put in, and you can see painted the spring seat as well. It was a bit of a rush job, but it's come out alright. I've also painted the axle just underneath the spring seat where you can't really get in once the spring's in place. And the reason we hadn't started painting the full axle is, while still doing this rubber stone chip, we didn't want all the rubber splatter all over the axles, because the paint that we've got for those is a nice gloss black to match the springs. So we'll paint those sort of last thing once all the stone chip's done, so that they retain the nice glossy finish. But you can see, if I step back trying to avoid all the stuff that I've got on the floor, it looks like it's a little bit lopsided now. You can see this side is nearly level with the top of the tyre, and this side's just got that nice sort of lift. It's nothing crazy, but I think once you've got the body on and we've got all the springs on, the full thing will just sit that little bit higher. So still not had delivery today from Paddocks with our damper mounts on, but as soon as they come now, we can get that damper put in, bolted in place, and this corner's nice and complete. And I just think now everything's just stone chipped properly, got that nice clean spring in there, it just gives it a nice uniform finish.